Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us again at Günther's Kitchen. Today we're making a typical Austrian dinner. Schnitzel. Now we're not making veal or pork, we're making chicken schnitzel. Just so people know how to make it themselves. So they don't have to buy it at the supermarket where the crumbs been sitting all day or a few days and they get all soggy and you don't get any crispy schnitzel. So let me show you how easy and quick it is and how economical it is. Alright, let's start. The ingredients you need for making the schnitzels, it's very simple. You need some chicken breast, you need an egg or two, depends how many schnitzels you're making, some breadcrumbs. Now you've got options with breadcrumbs. You can use just ordinary breadcrumbs, you can use panko breadcrumbs, you can use cornflakes. Or there's some people who have used hazelnut meal before. Or you can mix parmesan into the breadcrumbs. The options are enormous, so it's up to you. You need some plain flour, some salt, then you need a plate with some absorbent paper, so when we cook the schnitzel, then we take it out and we let the excess oil drain. You need a small frying pan. I use ghee because the girls at Overwork always said to me, ghee is healthy, it's like medicine. So let's see, we use some sunflower oil and some ghee. All right, let's start. So what we do is we use one chicken breast. First thing is we cut it approximately in half. Now one part of the chicken is a bit thicker, one part is a bit thinner. I've already taken the fillet off because I used it for something else. So we cut it approximately in the middle. Just straight down the middle. Okay? And it's good to have a sharp knife. Then we use the chicken and we butterfly it. Alright? Just butterfly it until it's open. One. And you do the same thing at the other one. Just butterfly it. Cut it open. Alright? Two. Let's do it again. Take the chicken breast, cut it down the middle, butterfly it. As I said, sharp knife makes it all easier. And done. Ready. Four schnitzels ready. Now, if you don't like them that big, cut them in half. Then you can, but we like a decent schnitzel. So, the next step is the important part because we don't want to make too much mess. The more mess we make, the more we have to clean up. So we're using some cling foil, Glad wrap. So we make 2 sheets or as many sheets as you need for the 4 schnitzels. All right. So you put the sheets on like that. Then we put the schnitzel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we cover them. 2, 4. So now we just flatten it out a bit. But we don't want to have it too thin because we don't want to have a huge schnitzel like that and it's all breadcrumbs. We still like to have some meat inside. Alright, so we just take it gently until we have got the size or thickness. That's what we require. So just go over it a few times. Don't bash it at the first time because you might just split it all and then it's no good. So go over it, bang it a bit, and then come back to it. Yeah? And that'll be fine. So now we just take the top layer of the Glad wrap off. We take this off, all nice, beautiful, and now we put some salt on it because no salt, no flavor. And now we're using some flour. Got the nice Tupperware container here and we just dust it with flour, just like this. Don't need any more than that. Just dust them. The important part with schnitzels is that you make it and you cook it. So it doesn't sit in the flour for too long, doesn't sit in the breadcrumbs, and everything gets soggy. So now, what we have, I've got 2 eggs here. 2 eggs, we just mix them up. Beautiful free-range eggs. Look how yellow they are. It's always important, if you want to eat something good, you have to have good ingredients. And now what we do is we take, better like that, we take the schnitzel. And then we do the other side on here. Look. And then we shake it off. We don't want the flour in the eggs. So we do the same thing again. Yeah? Just like this. Yeah, see this? Not much flour on there. And then, look at this. Not much flour on there. Again, same thing. Dust both sides and shake it off and put it in. Alright, so now, look at this. Clean bench. Easy, not much mess. Now the important part is when you mix the schnitzels, mix them well, just mix them in the egg so you don't have any just flour bits, because the crumbs, they don't stick to the flour, they just stick to the egg. So make sure that when you pick them up and put them into the breadcrumbs, the schnitzels are nice and wet. They're nice and eggy. And then you open them up and then you just crumb them. You don't have to push them too much. You can tap them a little, but do not push them down because you want the crumbs to be light. Yeah? So that's all you need. Just like this. And then we drop a little bit of breadcrumbs in. As you can see, breadcrumbs start like foaming. Yeah, that means the oil is hot. Okay, so now we put this in and we cook it not too fast, but it's still, you can tell, it's just the right temperature. So I don't know if you want to measure the temperature. It's anywhere between 160 and 180 degrees. You don't want it too hot, because if it's too hot, you get it brown and then it's raw on the inside. The important part is have enough oil. The schnitzels, as we say in Austria, they have to swim, they have to float. If they don't float, you get burning dark bits, and that's not very attractive. Okay, as you can see now, the edges of the schnitzel, they are getting brown. That's a good indication it's time to turn it. All right, so turn it. Look at the color of that. How beautifully golden brown is it? That's what you want. And they should be the same color on both sides. And you can feel, if you put over it, how crispy it is. In the meantime, if you keep going, you do the same thing again. You take one schnitzel, make sure it's got egg on it, and then you crumb it. Just loosely. Don't push it down too hard, because otherwise it's not going to be very nice. So now it's been, let's say, between 2 and 3 minutes on each side. Yeah? As I said before, it always depends how thick your schnitzel is. Yeah? If it's thin and it's big, it takes less time. If it's thick, as ours, we like to cook it a bit slower. All right? So now we're going to take it out and we let it drain on the paper. And then, let's see, yeah, it's still hot. We do the same thing again. And always when you put it in, put it away from you in the oil so you don't splash yourself. An absolute classic schnitzel a la Austria. Now you can, of course, change what's in it. You can do veal, pork, fish, whatever your heart desires. But it's all the same principle. I hope you enjoyed that little video. Please, as always, subscribe, follow, and share with your friends. Leave a comment down below And I'll see you next time at Günther's Kitchen. Bye for now.